Good evening, world. This is Ivan O'Mara. It's going to be another very interesting video, right? I just woke up like an hour ago. I couldn't really sleep because my wife was crying all night. Obviously, my wife is fucking crazy. Obviously, my wife has the key, so you guys know. Obviously, she doesn't shut up. She cries all day long. She's fucking crazy. Obviously, yeah, and yeah. My wife is fucking crazy. Obviously, she doesn't shut the fuck up. And if so, my wife has been crying every night since what, for the past, I don't know. I started hearing the crying in 2019. That was when I started to hear the crying at night in 2019, around there. That was when I started to hear the crying. So for more than 2 years, every night, VJ has been crying every tears, man. Yeah, because she can't see me, obviously. All because you what? You purposely infect her, obviously. Because you guys are fucking wicked people, man. Yeah, Ivan, we knew if we touched VJ, she'd cry every tears. Yeah, man, you guys knew. You knew if you touched my wife, you know what I'm saying? You guys knew if you touched my wife, what? VJ will cry heavy tears because she can't see Ivan, obviously. And you knew, oh my god, if VJ cries heavy tears, and I'm saying we cause a mess in Ivan's life, obviously, we cause a mess in VJ's life, and Ivan has to die, Ivan's also going to cry heavy tears too. Yeah, I set the whole thing up, obviously. As the day the Steph Ivan is sitting upstairs, I'm going to cry heavy tears, man. You're looking at a mental breakdown. Because I now know death is my fate. There's nothing worse than knowing you're going to die, man. It's a very horrific thought to know that you're going to die, man. It's a crushing thought to know you're going to die. The mess is a crushing thought. When I found that the mess happened, when I figured out the puzzles of the game, I cried my eyes out, obviously. The mess is very bad, obviously, but it's not as bad as death. Because there's nothing worse than death, obviously. See what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than death. Hence why what? Hence why we know after you set the whole thing up. If you do this, you and VJ are gonna peace out when King and Queen. Yes, man. If you do this, you guys saw my warning when I came down to Earth. You know what I'm saying? 29 years ago when I was conceived in the womb, and I don't know, sometime in 1991. When I was, you guys don't remember, all you guys who were old enough, all you guys, sometime in 91 when I was conceived in the womb, I had the keys. You guys saw two choices. You knew if you make this choice, Ivan and VJ, I set the whole thing up. If you touch VJ will cry heavy tears because she can't see Ivan. Hence why I put a rule: do not touch my fucking wife. If you touch her, Ivan has to die. And VJ will cry tears because she can't see Ivan. I set the whole thing up, obviously. I set the whole thing up. Right? I set the whole thing up. And now she cries every night. She cries heavy tears every night. Why? Because you fucking infected her, obviously. And now she cries heavy tears every night. It's fucking annoying. Before I had sympathy for her. Back in 2019 when she cried every night, I had a lot of sympathy for her. I'm like, it's okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be fine. You know what I'm saying? I had sympathy for her, obviously. But now it's so annoying that I just ignore her. I tell her to shut the fuck up because it's fucking annoying, obviously. And she doesn't stop. She just continues crying because she's fucking crazy and you fucking infected her and she sees hell. And because she sees hell, you're what? Now Ivan has to die for her, obviously. And you put my wife through this pain, obviously, and you put me through this pain, knowing that I have to die for my wife, obviously. You put me, Ivan, are you ever tempted to just be king on your own? No, I'm not tempted to be king on my own. Because I know if I'm king on my own, I'd be miserable. As a life without my wife would not be the same, obviously. It would not be the same. I'd be alone. Yeah, I'd be king, I'd be rich, but I'd be a loner. Yeah, I can hook up women and all this stuff. I told you, all these women are actually all trash. They're not meant for me. At that, if I have sex with them, my spirit would run away, obviously, because they're not meant for me. I am only meant for VJ. She's only meant for me, obviously, because we are from the sky. We are special. VJ is N. She's a goddess, and I am God. We are only meant for each other, obviously. Hence why what? Hence why VJ is the only one who can see me, because VJ is the only one who's meant for me, obviously. VJ is a goddess, I am God. Hence why VJ is the only one meant for me. And you guys can't get to see your thick head. Ivan, we can't see you have sex. I'm like, look, man, I'm gonna keep telling you this. That way you don't. That way what? I'm gonna keep saying this. That way I get to see your thick head. The reason why you can't see me and you guys see hell is because you're not meant for me, man. I'm only meant for VJ. She's only meant for me. You guys are not meant for me. Yeah, but Ivan, you turn us on so much. So because we turn us on again, you let your everything take over. You think because we see Ivan turns us on so much, VJ turns on so much, you want to see him have sex. You let your everything take over, and in doing so, you cause mess in Ivan's life. You touch VJ, VJ will cry heavy tears, and Ivan has to die for his wife. Yet you chose to touch my wife when I put a rule: do not touch my wife. Had you not separated my wife, this fucked up mess never would have happened to begin with. This mess haunts me every night. Had you not touched VJ, this fucked up mess never would have happened, obviously. And me and VJ will be together to this day. I told you, as long as I'm with VJ, she will never cheat on me. As long as she sees me, she'll never cheat on me. I keep her in check. And I will never cheat on her, obviously, because I'm holy, obviously. I'm fucking holy, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, we know you. That's why you guys separate me. Yeah, Ivan, we had to separate you guys because you guys are very inseparable. Yes, the reason why you separate us because you knew me and VJ are very very inseparable. Obviously, as when me and VJ are together, we are very very inseparable. As you'll see what I mean once I'm king and cool with my wife, you're gonna see how inseparable me and my wife are. Always hanging out together, constantly hugging, kissing, all that stuff. You're gonna see how inseparable me and VJ are together. Obviously, look at something fucking crazy. In other words, you know those pictures when you see VJ and Pearson, how they look pretty, they look pretty close. Well, think something crazy if not. Me and VJ are gonna be so close, man. Constantly holding hands, constantly hugging, constantly kissing. You're looking at something crazy, man. You guys don't talk about, yeah, we can see your future. We know when you read it together, you guys are gonna be so close. Yeah, man. You know how close me and VJ are gonna be. We're gonna be fucking close, obviously, because we're inseparable, obviously. Right? We're fucking inseparable, obviously. I'm drinking what's it called again? Fanta, right? Yeah, Fanta. Fanta drink, whatever it is. Fanta, Fanta drinking coffee, right? I'm gonna keep saying this, world. You guys see the future. You know, the countdown is seriously taking to this amazing missile series. So all you guys who are enjoying, all you Hollywood celebrities in Hollywood who are watching my videos, I hope you guys and who ban my wife, obviously, you assholes, obviously, right? All you assholes in Hollywood who ban my wife, you guys know what? That the countdown is still ticking, obviously. All you asshole women in Hollywood who want to have a piece of Ivan, obviously, get your bullshit sex, get what you deserve. You know the countdown is ticking as what? As what? As once I make that final announcement, I am never making any rules for you ever again, obviously. As I'm not going to do like that, obviously. You chose to cause a mess in my life. I told you ever since when I tell you my story, you guys will finally see what I mean. Ever since I was born in this world, it's been nothing but chaos and hell on earth. We understand, no man. Ever since I was born, it's been nothing but hell on earth for Ivan O'Mara. When I was born, at 4 years old, I get knocked out with a rock. I lose memory of my wife and my daddy. Obviously, throughout my whole life, my step parents were yelling at me. Obviously, constantly yelling at me, putting me down. My teachers putting me down throughout school. People making fun of me. I now know why everyone in my life treated me like shit because they're all envious. Obviously, they're envious of me, the fact that I'm God. They're envious that I have the hottest woman in the world. They're envious of all that. They're envious of the fact that I have the hottest woman in the world. They're envious of the fact that I'm a billionaire. I have the keys. They're envious of all that. And that's why they all treat me like shit. Obviously. I'll tell you my story. Oh my God, Ivan, you went through a lot. Yes, man, I went through a lot. Every every time, ever since I was born, it's always been what bad for Ivan O'Mara, man. Bad news for Ivan O'Mara. No, I prom I got smashed in the face with a beer bottle. The reason why I know that guy smashed the face with a beer bottle because he knew in the future Ivan would be pretty when he's king, and so they wanted to ruin my face. Hence why he smashed in the face with a beer bottle. Obviously, my teachers and Darcy putting me down, constantly putting me down. All my teachers put me down my whole life. Throughout my whole life, my teachers put me down. Obviously, even at Heritage, my teachers put me down. I know it's why are all these teachers putting me down? Like, what did I do to you? You know what I'm saying? And I now know why. It's because of their envy. They're wicked people, obviously. My teachers at Heritage put me down too. You know what I'm saying? They all put me down. They even sabotaged my marks, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then once what, like, you know what I'm saying? And all this is happening. And don't forget that after high school, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, why did you think you have an STD? Obviously, I'll tell you my story. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you guys already know. I'll tell you my story when I make that final announcement. Why I thought I had an STD, obviously, right? But for 8 years, think about this. For 8 years, this is when I didn't know about X. I thought everyone was healthy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about STDs. I didn't even know I was holy. I didn't know I was God. I didn't know about any of that stuff. So think about this. For 8 years, from 2010 the 2018 pretty much. I was depressed and I thought I had an STD. Now I thought I could never be with a girl ever again, man. That's why I went to the strip club to satisfy myself. This is before I knew about VJ, obviously. I went to the strip club to satisfy myself. VJ knows my story, obviously. Yeah, I even know. Because VJ's connected to me. VJ knows what I went through, obviously. You know what I'm saying? She knows what I went through, obviously. And while I was lost and depressed, VJ had boyfriends who was fucking men. That's what pisses me off, man. Anyways, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? In 2018 is when I finally found out that was God. I found out that I had the keys, and I found out that I found out that VJ was my wife when she said it's me. Was VJ trying to get my attention? Oh my God, VJ is my wife. I figured it out, obviously. I also saw pictures where VJ is like N. I see pictures of her like N. I'm Y and she's N, then she must be God too, obviously. So I figured it out. Obviously, right? I figured it out. My God, VJ. I thought VJ at first was my wife. Was an angel. I'm like, no, VJ must be my wife, obviously. If I'm Y, she's N. She must be my gorgeous wife, obviously. Well, I knew, obviously. And I already mentioned this in my last video. And then once I figured out she's my wife, at this point I was happy. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy. I had that happy look. I'm gonna go hook up with a woman. Obviously, I'm gonna go. I remember when I was healthy. I'm gonna go hook up with a woman. I'm gonna go hook up with a woman. Obviously, I go to the bar and I was talking to this woman. I was waiting. I was literally like the woman was really the woman gave me $10. Here's $10 for your cab back home. So the reason why the woman paid me some money because they're all trash. That you Ivan's holding you they're trash. That's why even women pay me money because I'm not special. Obviously, the woman gave me $10 for the cab and all that stuff. I was ready to go home with her and all that stuff. And something told me. I remember something in my heart just told me, Ivan, don't do it. It's not worth it. Go home. And I went home. That's how holy I am, man. I was this close to hooking up with this chick. This chick was pretty hot, obviously. You know what I'm saying? The chick knows this chick knows what I'm talking about. Obviously. The chick who's watching, she knows who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I was ready to go home with her, and something told me to just go home. I went home. And I remember the next day I went to the bar. She said, "Where were you?" I was waiting for you. I'm like, "Yeah, I decided to go home." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's funny. That's how holy I am, man. No, I mean, you're so holy. How do you do it? Yeah, man. If this was me, I'd hook up. I'd hook up with that girl any day. Yeah, if this was another man, he would hook up with that girl. Because men in this world are dogs, and women in this world are cats. Obviously, but Ivan O'Meara is very special. I'm the kind of guy like, even if the girl's attractive, the reason why I now know the reason why I didn't go home with her it's because of my love for VJ, obviously. But this is when I didn't know VJ was my wife. This is when I knew about VJ, but I didn't know she was my wife. But even then, I still didn't go home with the girl, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you my story. Oh my God, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? And that's why VJ envies me so much because I'm so fucking. Oh man, Ivan's such a saint. Yeah, man, I'm such a saint. I can get any girl I want. VJ knows I can get any girl I want, man. VJ, Ivan, you can get any girl. I can get any. I know I can get any girl I want. I can easily go to the bar and pick up a woman and hook up with them. I don't because the first reason is because I'm holding the trash. I don't want touch me. Obviously, I now know they're all trash. The second reason is because I love my wife. Obviously, as I care about my wife. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. And I was happy. Oh my God, I'm healthy. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, hopefully there's no more bad news. You know what I'm saying. And then later on, I'm like, okay, I found VJ's wife. She's like, it's me. You know what I'm saying. Oh my God, VJ gave my attention. I found later on that she's N, obviously. And I'm like, okay, if VJ is my wife and I'm God, she's a goddess. Why are we separated? I'm like, okay, the world, of course. And I'm like, oh man, this innocent. I went through enough in my life. I don't want any more bad news. And I found out later on, okay, why are we separated? I'm like, okay, because the world is envious, obviously. I'm like, this place is fucking crazy, man. And I'm like, okay, if the world is envious, chances are they're gonna harm my relationship. Something horrific must have happened in Hollywood. Something horrific must have happened in Hollywood. I figured out, Ivan, how did you figure it out? You guys did your best to cover it. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys did your best. I remember when I started waking up. I remember people around me. They gave me that look. They had that shitty feeling. Oh my God! We have to cover this mess. If Ivan finds out, your hope was hopefully we cover the mess. Hopefully we cover VJ's mess. Maybe we can dupe Ivan when he makes real. So I'm like, no man, I figured out the mess happened. You can't dupe me. Oh my God! If Ivan figures out that the mess happened and then we touch his wife and she's infected, and she cries her tears, he has to die. Ivan is piecing out. Yes, man. You knew full well if I find out this innocent man who did anything wrong finds out about the mess, the fucked up mess in Hollywood, and that he touches his wife, he has to cry heavy tears, she cries heavy tears, and he has to die for it and also be a porn star. You know full well Ivan Ramirez is piecing out. Yeah, man. I set the whole thing up. But you can't do God here, obviously. Obviously, right? And I'm like, okay, VJ is my wife, a hot chick like that in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, she had boyfriends. Okay, if she had boyfriends, obviously she banged those guys. And I'm like, oh, something, because the world's envious, chances are something horrific happened in Hollywood. And I figured out, yeah, something messy happened in Hollywood. I figured out, yeah, the mess happened in Hollywood, obviously. Because you guys are fucking wicked people, obviously. You strategically set the whole thing up for my fucking wife. Because you're fucking wicked people. Evil people, and you're nothing but a mess, and that's why you don't deserve to be saved. You deserve to be left behind. You're not going to be saved, obviously. Because you're fucking... And you're willing to turn this holy man, a man who's a virgin, who's willing to save virginity for his wife. Again, VG, I was willing to save my virginity for you. You know I was, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to save my virginity for you. I did. I only wanted you to be the only member of a woman I ever had sex with. That's not going to happen because the world's fucking crazy. All these dirty Hollywood women want a piece of me, obviously. Supposedly want a piece of me. And my spirit run away. Get your fuck deserve. Well, I'm not interested in having sex with all these women, man. I'm not interested in having sex with all these dirty women, but they all want to have sex with me because they're fucking crazy people. This place is fucking crazy. And then after I found that the mess happened, I remember I broke down in tears. VJ knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember the day when you found out about the mess, you broke down in tears. Yes, I broke down in tears. I was crying my eyes out because it's a shitty feeling knowing many men touch your wife, obviously. Right? And then later on, I applied for that modified job, and I looked for my hours, and I found later on that the doors are locked on me too. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Every time, things are always bad for Ivan Ramirez. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I also found out what? I found out that my wife was infected, obviously. I figured out about X and all that stuff, and I figured out that I was holy, and I figured out about seeing hell and all that stuff. When VJ had pictures of her, she crossed her what? She crossed what? Her hands are down her pant, her thighs. She crossed her hands with an X, obviously. I'm like, hey, what the heck is X? Okay, X must mean STDs, obviously. And that's where they get that in the Bible how Jesus is holy and humans are not holy, obviously. Because I'm holy, I don't have an STD. Because you guys are not holy, your body ages, your body expires, obviously. That's why you get diseases on your penis, you get diseases on your private parts. Because you're not holy, obviously. You're in time, obviously. Whereas me, because I'm the source of life, I'm holy. I don't have an STD. That's why you guys cannot see me, because I'm very holy, obviously. Obviously, right? And later on, I find out that my wife's infected. I'm like, okay. And I remember that one chick when I worked at Bear Market. Bear Market is a bar restaurant, right? She's like, you should share and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You should share. I remember she said that. I'm like, I'm not fucking sharing with you. You know what I'm saying? And I figured out the post again. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I figured out, okay, VJ is infected. She sees hell. For her to see me, I have to suffer death for it. Just like the Bible. I'm like, okay, there has to be some symbolism with the story of Jesus. Jesus is innocent. They kill him anyways. He's innocent, obviously. They kill. Jesus dies on the cross to save his followers from hell. It's a symbolism of me dying for VJ and saving her from hell, obviously. So VJ can see me, honestly, because VJ sees hell. Because VJ sees hell, what? As long as if I don't die, VJ will see hell forever. She will never see me, obviously. Hence why if I ran away without my wife, I'd crush my wife. My wife would cry heavy tears every night, and she'd be seeing hell every day, man. I would crush my fucking wife, obviously. And I'd be miserable because I wouldn't have a wife by my side. As the only woman I want to be with is VJ. I don't want to be with any other woman, obviously. I don't want to be. VJ's so special, I'm not even tempted to have sex with any other woman right now. I'm not tempted to have sex with any woman, obviously. The only way you can tempt me to have sex with a woman is if you turn me into a whore. Hence why you set the whole thing, okay, how can we cause mess with his life? We have to turn Ivan into a man whore. So if Ivan's constantly hooking up with so much woman, because he's now addicted to sex, obviously, chances are he can mess up. Hence why you set the whole thing up for me. Just like you set the whole thing up for VJ. If we turn VJ into a whore and she's addicted to sex, chances are when the dogs come after her, chances are she's going to mess up. Yes. Because you guys are wicked people, obviously. Obviously, right? And I finally figure out the puzzle game. Okay, if VJ's infected and I have to die to save her, and I remember what that girl said, you have to share and all that stuff. It finally hit me. Oh my God, the world's gonna trap me with sharing her death. Yes, I figured it out. And after I figured out all, after this, I remember when I went to the theaters and I saw Avengers Infinity War. It was on theaters. No, I saw Avengers Endgame on theaters, right, in 2019. I remember that one chick said, you have to pay for that. The way she said, you can tell she meant you have to pay for your wife, obviously. She meant like I had my ticket. She's like, you have to pay for that, but you can tell by the way she said she meant I have to pay for my wife, obviously. Oh my god, when she means pay, she means I have to be a porn star and suffer death. Yeah. And once that lady said that, she gave me that evil look, and everyone at the theaters was making fun of me, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It finally hit my mind, oh my god, the world's after you know this, you know what this innocent man went through. He didn't do anything wrong. And all of a sudden you gave him this evil look, he has to pay for that. It finally hit my mind, oh my god, the world's reprobate. And they're once I started seeing, once all these bad things started happening in my life ever since birth, it finally hit me. I'm like, oh my god, the world is reprobate and they're blind by their envy. Yeah, man. You guys are reprobate, you're nothing but a mess. You're a reprobate, you're blind by your envy. You don't see your evil because you're blinded by your envy of me and my wife, obviously, of our relationship, because you're fucking crazy people. You're nothing but a mess. When I found out that the teachers at Heritage sabotaged my marks, oh my god, it all makes sense now why they all put me down. Yeah, because the doors are all locked on me. It finally hit my mind, oh my god, the world's reprobate and they're blinded by their envy. Yeah, man. You guys are willing to break every moral code in the book to prevent me and wife from being together because you're fucking crazy people, obviously. You're nothing but a mess and we have made. Hence why I shut Heritage up for good. You know what I'm saying? All you Heritage, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you, Heritage College. All you teachers in Heritage who read your academic bullshit integrity, I shut you up for good. You sabotaged my marks since I shut you up for good. And I didn't do, you sabotaged an innocent man's marks all because you can't see him have sex and you don't want to be with his wife. Hence I shut all those teachers up for good at Heritage, obviously. Hence I'm a fucking genius. Yo, Ivan, you shut us for good. Yes, man, I'm a genius. If you do this to me, when I came here with my wife, I put a rule. Look, man, if you want to cause mess in my wife and touch my wife, if you do this to me and cause this mess in my life, I am gonna lock all the doors on me and do all these bad things to me. I'm gonna shut you up for good to the point whereby you can't say shit. And I guarantee you guys, like, oh my god, when you guys saw it towards, oh my god, if we do this to Ivan, Ivan's gonna shut us up for good. Yes, man. If you do this to me, I'm going to shut you up for good. I'm going to shut you up for good, man. And you what? And what? I'm gonna shut you up for good, and you what? I'm gonna shut you up for good, and you what? I'm gonna shut you up for good, and you will what? And you will what? And you will and what? And you will be left behind when I leave your king and queen, obviously. Obviously. Right? And you guys somehow thought by causing mess in my life. I told you, you guys can cover VJ's mess all you want. It's not gonna work. I know the mess happened, obviously. As all these Hollywood assholes in Hollywood who banged VJ, they all brag about how much they banged her because what? They all banged her, obviously. I'm not fucking stupid, obviously. But they all know they got ripped off. They got their trashy sex. And they got their trashy rip off sex. And they got VJ's spirit ran away, hence they got what you fucking deserve, obviously. They got their trashy sex, obviously. Hence they get what they fucking deserve, obviously. Hence I set the whole thing up, obviously. And all those asshole women in Hollywood want to have sex with me when I'm not interested in having sex with them. They all got their what? Their fat Ivan and my spirit ran away when they had sex with me. They didn't get Ivan with the glowing beauty. And I get VJ with the golden movie, and I get the VJ who's fresh. I'm the lucky one. Yeah, Ivan, we know you set the whole thing up. We know we got ripped off. Yes, you got ripped off as I set the whole thing up. Look, if you want to touch my wife and cause mess in my life, you're going to get a VJ who's trash, which is fucking gross. I would never do that. At the same time, her spirit will run away every time you have sex with her. At the same time, you get the veiled VJ who does not have the glowing beauty. Whereas I get the VJ with the glowing beauty, the hotter VJ. And I get the VJ, the what? VJ who's fresh, man. Whereas you guys got VJ who's trash, and I will never do that. The VJ who's trash right now, I will never have sex with her. There's a reason why she cannot see me because I don't want her fucking touch me. That's fucking gross. I don't want VJ touching me, man. And VJ knows I'm holy. Yo, I know you're holy. Yes, VJ. The reason why you cannot see me is because I'm holy. I don't want you fucking touching me. I'm fucking holy, man. When VJ posted that picture 2 years ago, right, in early 2020 or early 2020, of that vagina, I'm like, if that's your vagina out, that's fucking gross. My body had an itchy reaction because I'm fucking holy, obviously. That's why paying his fee is the horror of my soul, because you're looking at stinky what? Stinky, trashy sex, obviously. All these dirty celebrities. And Hollywood celebrities are very, very dirty people, obviously, because the system's fucked up, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have sex with all these dirty, trashy women. It's gonna be so bad, I'm gonna have to put the fan on when I have sex with them. Because you're looking at a fucking horror show. You know, Ivan, we know you're gonna have to put the fan on. Yes, I'm gonna have to put the fan on because it smells like ass, and I have to have. I'm gonna be forced to have sex always during when I'm not interested in having sex always during women. Yeah, man. And while my wife is tripping, obviously, so just like I trip about those men with VJ in Hollywood, VJ having sex with those men in Hollywood, obviously, right? VJ is gonna trip about what? About Ivan having sex with his woman. While VJ's tripping and crying, oh my god, what if these women take Ivan away from me? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see how scary VJ is. No worries, sweetie, you know what I'm saying? No worries. You know what I'm saying? I know she's scared. What if those women take Ivan and VJ away from me? You know what I'm saying? Right? What? While she's tripping balls and crying and you're covering my mess, you guys are watching my video, my porn videos and jacking off to my videos. So while she's crying in Los Angeles, going crazy, crying heavy tears, I told you, remember that scene in Bella when Bella and what? Bella and remember that scene with Bella and when Edward leaves Bella and all that stuff? In Breaking Dawn. VJ's seen Twilight most likely. Remember not Breaking Dawn. What's it called? New Moon, right? New Moon, yeah. The second movie, right? Remember when Bella was tripping like crazy when Edward left? Well, think something crazy of that for VJ, obviously. You're looking at something fucking crazy. VJ's gonna trip, man. Because I'm very, very special, obviously. I'm her baby, obviously. Right? I'm her baby, obviously. And VJ is my baby, obviously. So I told you, even though I trip like crazy about the men in Hollywood, I'm not as crazy as VJ. I'm a man, obviously. VJ's and she's very special. You know what I'm saying? She's very special, but I don't trip as much as her because I'm a man, obviously. I'm strong. Well, I'm not strong. If VJ told me what the man, she crushed my hair and I cry my eyes like a baby. My point is, I'm not as crazy as she is, obviously. Like when I hear the moaning sounds of VJ banging on the man, it pisses me off, obviously. But I don't go crazy. The only thing that gets me through is I know the whole thing is bullshit. As I know VJ what? I know this whole thing was set up for, obviously. My point is, I'm not as crazy as my wife. You see what I'm saying here? I'm not as crazy as my wife. As I know my wife is constantly hooking up with men in her business life, and you don't see me going crazy, obviously. I trip sometimes about the mess, obviously, and it can get to me, obviously, but I'm not as crazy as my wife. Whereas VJ is really, really gonna trip, obviously. She's really, really gonna trip. She's gonna go crazy, obviously. But I told you she can't say shit, and she had boyfriends, and I saw her what, and the mess happened. As VJ can't say shit, obviously. I shut her up for good, obviously. Right? You know what, guys? I'm gonna read Lord of the Rings tomorrow. I don't feel like reading it today. I prefer the Babylon today. I'm almost done. I only have about 1.5 chapters left. I'm done. Late October, I'll be done my Lord of the Rings read. And I've been slacking I've been slacking off a lot with my book too. With my Last of Saints book, I only have like 2 chapters left of Last of Saints. I'm done. Sometime early in November, I'll be done going over my book, and sometime late October, like October 30th, 31st, I'll be done my Lord of the Rings read. So God, bear with me, guys. Don't hate me, okay? Right? I'm gonna keep saying this, quote. You better fucking enjoy this series while you still can, because I know you guys take it for granted. Oh, Ivan, hopefully Ivan changes my look, man. You know I'm not changing my mind. There's no way in hell I'm gonna let you do this to me and not have you pay a price, man. You cause mess in my life. As I told you, the mess is gonna affect me and my wife forever for the rest of our lives. The mess will affect me and my wife's life a little bit, because I told you the glory that me and my wife are gonna experience is going to be we're going to be feeling so on top of the world that we're going to even forget about our own life. But the mess is still going to affect me and wife's life a little bit, obviously, when we sleep, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? As my wife will forever have memory of all those men she had sex with, obviously. I'll forever have memory of all those women I had sex with, obviously. VJ would have been the only woman I would have had memory of, which is what I wanted. Because you guys are wicked people, you made me pay to be my wife too. You made my wife pay to be with me too, because you're fucking wicked people, obviously. You're evil people, obviously. Because VJ is special, VJ's blue. VJ what? VJ is the cure to the mess, obviously. She's the cure, obviously. If I'm with VJ she'll cure my mind from the mess, obviously. Because VJ is very special, obviously. She's very special. She's a goddess. She's God. VJ is very, very special. As when I watch her videos, I told you, sometimes I can't believe this hot chick is my fucking wife, man. Sometimes I can't believe, oh my God, I can't believe this beautiful woman is my wife, man. This chick is fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this beautiful woman is my wife. This chick is fucking hot. When I watch her YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you sometimes when VJ watches my videos, oh my god, I can't believe this handsome man. Can't believe this handsome man is my husband. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this handsome man is my husband. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fucking handsome, obviously. Ivan, you underestimate your handsome. Yes, I do, obviously, because I'm pretty humble. There's sometimes I'm mocking around. Sometimes when I watch VJ's, I remember when I saw VJ's Instagram video with her sister, right? I saw VJ in that video, and I'm saying when she's wearing that red shirt, when she's like avocado toast, right? I'm like, oh my god, this chick is fucking hot. I can't believe this beautiful chick is my wife, man. This chick is gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm also, yeah, Ivan, you're God, you're very handsome. Yeah, I know I'm very handsome, but sometimes I can't believe VJ's my wife, man. She's fucking gorgeous, I'm saying. Fucking gorgeous, obviously. Hence why when I meet her, I'm gonna be a bit nervous, obviously, because I've never been in a relationship before. I've never been in a relationship before. Whereas VJ's been in relationships. VJ will be nervous to meet me too, obviously. When I see VJ for the first time, you're gonna see her tearing up. You know what I'm saying? So excited to see me. You know what I'm saying? You know those movies when a woman really loves a man. You know what I'm saying? You see I don't know, you see a woman in the airport. Her man's arriving in the airport and you see her like waiting for him. She's like looking. You see her tearing up and you see her pupils are dilated. Because VJ loves me so much, you're gonna see her pupils. Her pupils are gonna be dilated, obviously, because VJ loves me, obviously. You're gonna see her pupils all dilated, you're gonna see her staring at me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me staring at her too. You're gonna see me, when I see her, I'm gonna start tearing up. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I finally see my wife after 30 years. Yeah, peace the fuck out, man. I'm not gonna do like that, man. You made me pay to be my wife, you're also gonna pay. Why, when we bought your book? Yeah, you bought my book, but you made me pay a price to be my wife. And you're also gonna pay a price. You're not gonna be saying when I'm king and I'm just going with me. I'm not gonna do like that, man. You can't have your full cake, man. As this was your plan. Oh, Ivan, we want our full cake. Yes, man. You guys are fucking crazy psychopaths. You want your full cake no matter what. No matter what, you want your full cake and eating it too because you're fucking crazy people. You want your full cake because you're crazy fucking people. You know, Ivan, we want our full cake. Hopefully, we cause mess in Ivan's life. We see them have their bullshit sex, and hopefully, even if they're king, when they're king, they make videos for Sabah Shan. We don't talk to them. Yeah, because you're crazy fucking people. You want your full cake. Even if we don't talk about Ivan, we don't watch the reels. Hopefully, they take the time to make rules for us. They don't even get paid for it. We don't even talk to them in the public eye. I am not going to do it like that. Once I'm king and once king with me, I'm peacing the fuck out, and you're not going to be saved. I'm going to shut my account off here.